Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Houston Sports Talk back in the video today. And today we're going to be talking about the Denver Nuggets potentially signing Ty Jerome, the runner-up for Sixth Man of the Year award. He finished second place to the winner, Peyton Pritchard. Third place went to Malik Beasley. Unbelievable season for Ty Jerome. Possibly could have been a candidate for most improved as well, because last year he only averaged 2 points per game. He only played 2 games. And what do we see this year? 12.5 points per game, 3 assists per game, 3 rebounds per game, from 3, shot amazing, 44%, and was averaging, that's only in averaging less than 20 minutes per game, and, was probably the best bench player for this Cavaliers team this year, on a 60-win team. And I'm not going to count DeAndre Hunter because DeAndre Hunter was not there the full season. I mean, DeAndre Hunter is a great player. I think you look at if these two guys are on the roster next year, if both DeAndre Hunter and Ty Jerome are on this team next year, I'd look at DeAndre Hunter and say he's the best guy coming off the bench, but Hunter only played 27 games with the Cavs in the regular season. Meanwhile, Ty Jerome was up in the 60 range of games played this year for this Cavs team. Also, Hunter started in 5 games of 27, and I think Jerome only started in like 3 games this year for this Cavaliers team. And so Ty Jerome started in less games than Hunter did, even though he played twice more games than Hunter did. So stat-wise, Hunter might be the best player on this Cavs team off the bench, but just to me, I think that Ty Jerome has more value to this Cavs team off the bench just because of, how long he was on their team this year, playing 70 games, not 60 games, 70 games, 3 starts for Jerome, and was 27-5 for Hunter. So to me, I think DeAndre Hunter is the better player, but the guy that had more of an impact for this Cavaliers team off the bench was Jerome, since he came off the bench way more this year for the Cavs. But the question will be will both of those guys be coming off the bench for this Cavaliers team next year with Ty Jerome and DeAndre Hunter, because there are a lot of teams that are out there that are interested in signing Ty Jerome. And the Denver Nuggets are one of those teams. I think it is very unlikely the Denver Nuggets are actually able to make that happen, because the Denver Nuggets are likely to be a first apron team, which makes it harder for them to spend money, and that makes it really hard for them to sign Ty Jerome, a guy that is expected to make a lot of good money, a lot of big money this offseason. So the Pistons are a team that have been named, but it has also been reported it could be unlikely for him to join the Pistons. Honestly, right now I see it as the most likely candidate is for him to go back to Cleveland, I believe. I think Cleveland was the team that took a chance on him. They brought him in last year, and then brought him back again and gave him a more expanded role this season, which he capitalized on. And Kenny Atkinson and him, Kenny Atkinson gave him that second chance, and so I think he would want to reunite with the Cavs team, and I wouldn't be surprised if he re-signs with them. But the fact that it's gonna take the Cavaliers a lot of money to re-sign him, and there's gonna be candidates that teams that are going after him, and I think the Nuggets are going to be one of those teams. But financially, I don't think the Nuggets can pull it off. But how would you feel if the Nuggets signed Ty Jerome in the comment? Let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section. I think the other thing to think about is this Nuggets team guard wise. I mean, I think if you're Ty Jerome, this is what I'm going to point out. If you're Ty Jerome, I wouldn't leave Cleveland if it's not for a starting role. Honestly, what's the point of leaving Cleveland if you're not going to get a starting role somewhere else? You don't get that in either Detroit or Denver. Denver, they've got Christian Brown. He's getting an extension soon. They've got Jamal Murray. Ty Jerome would be a great backup point guard replacement from Russell Westbrook, and he'd be a great backup point guard replacement to Dennis Schroeder if he lives in free agency, and potentially 6-man option if Malik Beasley leaves. But, Detroit's got Jaden Ivey and Cade and Osar and Tobias Harris and Jalen Duren. He's not starting in Detroit. He's not starting in Denver. And there might be other teams where he could get that opportunity to start. I'd look at the Orlando Magic. I don't know if they're a team that will go after Jerome, but I know they're a team that need a point guard and need 3-point shooting. if I was Orlando, I'd reach out to Ty Jerome. I think that might be a team that you look on. If you're Ty Jerome, you look at leaving Cleveland for Orlando because that is a starting role. I think Orlando might pay a lot of money to get him. But you talk about teams like Detroit and Denver, they're good teams, but I don't think you leave Cleveland to go to a different team for the same role is what I'm saying. So, but you guys let me know your thoughts on the potential signing for the Denver Nuggets in the comment section, and peace out.